Australia and China will play an AFC World Cup qualifier at the Adelaide Oval on Thursday night, with both teams hoping to win their first games of the third round. China suffered back-to-back losses in this division last month, while the Socceroos had a terrible September camp and are still without a win in Group C. There have been 15 previous encounters between the two teams. 3 games ended in a share of the spoils. China has 5 victories, and Australia has won 7 times. During their most recent match in November 2021, they drew 1-1 in a 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifying match, which was one of the draws. Less than 3 goals have been scored in 5 of the last 7 head-to-head matches. In China's last 6 games, both teams have scored in 4 of them. At least one team in Australia's 8 World Cup qualifying matches has kept a clean sheet. China has lost 7 of their last 12 games and just won 1. Australia has a lot of work to do if they want to be one of the 8 AFC members who automatically qualify for the 2026 World Cup, since they only managed 1 point from their opening 2 Group C matches against Bahrain and Indonesia during the September international break. On September 5th, the Socceroos suffered a miserable night at home against Bahrain. Despite possessing almost 70% of the ball, they were unable to break through the visitors' defence, and a late own goal from Harry Sutar of Sheffield United condemned the hosts to a humiliating loss. Despite dominating the statistics, Australia had to settle for a share 5 days later as they returned to the hunt for their first sectional victory. Due to injuries, China manager Branko Ivankovic has had to make several changes to his team, including the absence of important players Alan Carvalho and Wu Lei. Popovich will also be aware of China's defensive weaknesses, which Australia might take advantage of given that both Saudi goals were given up from set pieces. With 7 victories from 13 meetings, 2 ties, and 4 victories for China PR, Australia has led the A internationals historically. In 2021, their most recent match ended in a 1-1 World Cup qualifying match. In addition to Group A losers Kyrgyzstan and Group B bottom dwellers Oman, Thursday's visitors China have yet to earn any points from the third-round campaign after falling to Asian powerhouses Japan and Saudi Arabia back-to-back during the September international break. The most humiliating of the two came on September 5th, when Hajime Moriyasu's troops thrashed the Dragon team by 7 goals at the Saitama Stadium. Takumi Minamino, a former Liverpool forward, took the lead with 2 goals in the second half. 5 days after taking the lead, China appeared headed for an unexpected win over Saudi Arabia, but Green Falcons centre-back Hassan Kadesh scored a double, leaving Branko Ivankovic's team still looking for their first group point. The Socceroos defeated Saudi Arabia 3-2 in 2017, Tajikistan 7-0 in 2016, and New Zealand 3-0 in 2011, winning